pretty dark on Port Adelaide, but is it just as simple as a showdown for you guys in the gear, or have you got much more to do?
We've certainly got things to work on, but all we can focus on is winning this week and go from there. So, yes, right now it is as simple as winning the showdown on Friday night.
How much have you been involved with what happened on Saturday night?
Yeah, generally that's saved for today. So the coaches will have reviewed the game. I went back and watched a little bit myself just out of interest. But then we'll come together and have those discussions as a group and do the reviews together. You certainly get a little bit of a feel throughout the night, and when you reflect, I think our skills weren't at the expected level. We won centre bounce, but probably didn't maximise those. Our defence wasn't where we expected to be, and we probably didn't capitalise on the balls we had going inside 50. So yeah, there's going to be plenty to fix. It's certainly not a matter of just putting Charlie in as much as we'd like to think it was. It would be unfair on him. We always talk about it being a team game and sharing the load, and that's exactly the case. So it's about giving our forwards an opportunity through fast ball movement and quality ball movement. It's about playing forward half footy and locking it in to generate repeat entries and score. And then, yes, getting Charlie fit and ready to go and not rolling him out when he's not ready would also be important.
Sensing there was an element of anger of what happened Saturday night?
Oh, look, I can't talk for our fans, but I know there's very high expectations that we play a style of footy that they're proud of, and on Saturday night we didn't dish that up. So, yeah, I'm sure they're frustrated in what was such a significant game for the club. Our performance wasn't acceptable. Well, I mean, you'd expect it to be very fiery, aggressive, tense. It's always an enormous game. They can go either way, but with a lot to play for, we're going to be playing desperate football. It shouldn't, but Friday night's gone now. We can't concern ourselves with that. We've got to look forward to Saturday night's gone now. We can't concern ourselves with that. We've got to look forward to this Friday night and how we're going to play better football and get the win against the Crows. Yeah, it's always going to be a challenge when a high quality play isn't in the side, but at the same time we invest a lot of time, resources and trust in the other people in the squad, and we've shown that in previous years that the squad mentality's certainly worked for us. So, sometimes things don't go to plan, but all in all we pride ourselves on playing a team defensive game and not relying on one player. Yeah, well that certainly doesn't help. We wouldn't mind if they miss one every now and then, but at the same time they were having shots from pretty simple spots. There was obviously a few high quality goals from Jack Gunston, but a lot of them were from inside 30. Yeah, it's certainly interesting, and I'm not willing to read into that without having discussed it with sort of the coaches and the other players. I think it can sometimes be complex, and it's not just as simple as being done in the contest or not kicking straight. Look, when you walk off at half time, there's still 60 minutes of footy to be played, so you're certainly not concerning yourself with that. It's about how can we rectify it and get ourselves back into the contest. When you walk off at full time and you've disappointed a lot of Port Adelaide supporters on what was a really important night for the club, you certainly shoulder a little bit of that disappointment and feel responsible for it. And I think that should burn our players and it really drive us to be better this week. I think they're all on a pretty similar kill route, but I didn't hear what Sloaney said. I was having a chat with you, but we're certainly very desperate. I'm pretty confident they'd be very similar two teams 0-2 and keen to get their first win for the year. There's a lot at stake. I reckon Thursday night would be the perfect time. I'm just really keen to get out there and make amends. But it wouldn't. The showdowns are enormous, but the next game is the perfect time. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Yes, there's a lot of pride at stake, but when you're 0-2, you're just looking forward to winning the next game. People say a lot of things, don't they? They'll say some different things this week, I'm sure. Look, we've put 24 months of hard work into this group, and the connection space, the skills, the game plan. We haven't made wholesale changes. We're really confident, and we should be based on what we've done in the past. But right now, we've got to focus on what's not right and get back to playing that footy. There was a concerted effort to make sure that anyone came in to play this week that didn't get through the Brisbane game was 100% right to go, and Trent was in that case. That's an isolated incident. I'm not sure on the gravity of it, but we'll find out today. Robbie's another one who's just going to be an assess. He's a showdown stalwart, so we'd love to have him out there. I can't really take a guess at this stage. He trained pretty well. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but he's got to be able to get through 4 quarters, not 30 minutes. Yeah, I think Sam competed really hard, and that's what he's brought to our group. He's had an incredible journey. Having a little bit of a disappointing loss in his debut for us isn't going to dampen his spirits. He's fought much tougher battles. How nice is that? Let's make sure we do it justice. Let's have a ripping contest between the two sides and ensure that we lock the fixture in for the future. Yeah, like I discussed earlier, as a team, we can shoulder the responsibility for not giving them the service that would make their job a hell of a lot easier. From an individual perspective, our expectations of them are basically to compete and bring the ball to ground. If they kick a couple of goals, that's a bonus, but it's about their work rate, their contest, and their aerial contests. We've got some great small forwards, and we want to bring them into the game. It's not always going to be Todd or Jezza kicking 5 goals. We can share the load. Look, once again, haven't reviewed the game as a whole. I think there were good opportunities to move the ball when we probably let ourselves down by hand and foot, which cost us when we got shoulders out.